So welcome to Tour de Garden, June 13th, 2024. I thought I would take you on a little tour of my garden before it starts to look ugly and get, bug and mold and mildew and all those things that take over the garden, especially here in the south. So I'm going to show you around, and I thought I got out of that sunbeam, but there it is. Alright, so here are all of my bush beans, and I don't know, there's like a million blooms. They got really big and they flop and fall all over the place. And I mean, I am picking some beans, but I don't know, maybe I just don't like bush beans that much because I gotta like dig and hunt around for the beans all the time. But they're kind of just, extras, and I kind of count my pole beans as my real beans, and they're starting to put on some beans, my little purple beans, and I don't know, I did a mixture of different varieties in here. Here's like a rattlesnake, I believe. It's got a little bit of purpley stuff on it. And these are my little Malibu beans down here. I haven't picked any of those yet. This side's got cucumbers, which really haven't been as productive this year as they usually are. But honestly, I usually get more than I can handle, so I'm okay with it. I can make me some jars of pickles and, be happy with it. I've got noodle beans on this section. They get real long, and they're really good for stir fry. Here's some more little babies, and I have green noodle beans and red noodle beans. There's a tiny baby noodle green bean, and I've just got kind of beans I planted. Some of them are later, so they're just starting to vine. Here's some more little rattlesnake beans, but they're not as high up on the trellis yet, but they're getting there. And then of course I have my big gnarly gourd tunnel here, and it's getting a lot of downy mildew. I'll probably remove a bunch of those, but it's just gonna happen. They look pretty for a little while, and then everything kind of just croaks. So my ducks, see these massive branches that I have to keep trimming back because I really don't have any more room for them to grow anywhere. So they've kind of gone over the top of one another, and they're done with space around here. I need to attach this up here. I have to usually help my butternut. These are butternuts. See, there's some little babies down here. I planted these later than this side. I think they're maybe a bigger one somewhere. There they are. See a whole bunch of butternuts grown in there. I think these were called butterneck. And then I know I had Waltham, which is the more normal ones you're used to seeing. And my ducks have a lot to say. Yeah, I know. Seeing a tiny bit of color, just barely on some tomatoes. I picked a couple today. Oh, I see some right back there. Some red in there. Oh, Lord. There it is. I can barely see it. But anyways, I gotta keep an eye on those and pick them. Okay. Whew. It's so hot out here. Alright, and all of my peppers are doing good. Got some big old bell peppers down there. These were orange bells. So when I leave them on here, they will turn orange eventually. And this was like a mystery pepper because I believe it looks like a shishito pepper. And as far as I know, I don't know, maybe not. They're kind of pointy. I don't even know what I planted. I don't know what it is. They're sweet because I tried one. So who knows? These are banana peppers, and what is that? A brown jalapeno. They're supposed to be very mild, not very hot. I was hoping to use them to make spices with, because I like stuff that has good flavor but not really, really hot, burn your face off. These are all jalapenos, all these plants in this area. Probably, I don't know. And this is my Sugar Rush peach, and it's got a few peppers in there. A lot of babies up in there and blooms. Cayenne, which I see I'm getting some red ones I need to pick. This is Jimmy Nardello, which is starting to get a little color on it. These were called Violet Sparkle, I believe. These are real purple looking over here. Let's get to it. Hard to see it. They're very pretty and purple. And man, I don't know. And most of these are all Pasilla Bajo, which is a spice pepper that I use. I wait for them to turn brown, and I dry them and turn them into a powder, and they're very yummy. Kind of a smoky, sweet little spice. They're good. I like them. My favorite. These are some big red roasting peppers. They're very large. I don't know, probably more roasting peppers. I believe these were called lipstick. They're a little bit smaller. So there's that side, and then I have all my tomatoes. They're all cherries over here, golden nugget and blueberries. These were called Mexico midget. They're little tiny guys. And I picked 5 hornworms off last night with my black light. And I'm starting to see a few of my aromas starting to blush a little bit. So I'll be picking them as they start to turn. I don't ever let them ripen on the vine because they will be destroyed by something. So I ain't leaving them. It's a butternut. This is either a Kajari or a Canary. And the one on this side is one of those. So I don't know which is which, but I did plant that. And that's a Tromboncino squash. It's beginning to climb. I got a sugar baby. And I believe this is a pie pumpkin. Here are my green stalk that I took apart because my strawberries did not look very happy the way they were stacked up, and I don't have time to keep turning that thing. There's my little cinnamon basil. Okay. And this big monster of a plant is a patty pan. It has so many branches and it has so many bugs, and it doesn't really seem to care because it just keeps on like blooming like crazy and making more alien spaceship little squash, but it's got squash bugs and I don't know what, but whatever. I need to plant some more squash so I'll have another round. Ooh, I need to pick that big old zucchini right there. I got 3 on that one. And the zephyrs are still hanging in there. They always outproduced pretty much anything else I've ever grown before. I did see a Dr. Witchy over here starting to turn, but I believe it to be a cat-faced tomato. Whoa, can't see it. So only part of it is going to turn yellow, and the other half is bloom was part of another tomato, kind of. It's like it's 2 tomatoes smushed together into one, so it's ripening at different times. And I found over here a candy roaster over here hiding in the bushes. I kind of pushed my vine from here through the corn And so it's come out on the other side of the corn, right over here. And it's got a baby right down there. And got all these pods on the milkweed. I guess they're full of seeds, so I guess I'll pay attention to when they start getting ready to break open. But candy roaster is doing its thing and sprawling all over the garden. I did plant a Seminole pumpkin over there. It's just getting started though, so I don't know. Maybe I gave it enough time. I've got this rosinias and they're getting ready to start blooming. I got a couple starting to open, so this will be pretty if the Japanese beetles don't eat them all. Here's that other gourd area. And you see how many little tendrils? I mean, I just cut a bunch off and moved them, and I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one maybe will attach itself. There's a big one hanging here. There's more right here and here. I have to like tack them up or do something with them because otherwise they just shoot out everywhere. So it's a very high maintenance thing unless you just want it to go crazy. Here's my big mullein, looking good and happy. And I got my first couple okra off of here yesterday I picked them. And it's kind of weedy over here, but I don't know. I can only do so much in a day. And my anise hyssop has usually got bees all over it. I see one taking a nap right there. I got my big artichokes over here. And my sunflowers. These were I see a bird's been over here. And I see leaf-footed bugs doing dirty stuff on there. But you can see all the sunflowers. And the little yellow goldfinches have been out here, I'm sure. And then this right here is borage. My corn is starting to turn brown, so I'll be picking it pretty quick here. See how well it did. And I started this in containers, which they said you should never do. As well as these sunflowers, they said that they won't get big if you start them in a pot. But I don't know about that. I don't know if you can see my it's very dark colored sunflower. It looks like a shadow. Anyways, I'm still waiting for most of these to bloom. This one's getting ready to open right here. That looks kind of pretty. And this guy, he's been open for a few days, so he's already getting kind of tired. So, anyways, there's my garden. So, thank you for coming along with me and see you in my garden. I'll see you next time.